Hello everyone, welcome back to Tactile Talk. Today I want to do a review on the Glorious Gaming Lube Kit. This is something that I needed to get for myself, just some pieces to do some work on some switches. And Glorious is a pretty well-known name in the mechanical keyboard world, so I jumped on in, spent the money on the kit, and want to give you all an honest review of what comes with it. This is not sponsored in any way, so this is going to be real honest, but we're going to take a look at everything that comes in this kit, the quality of it all, and whether or not I think it's worth your hard-earned money. So stay tuned and let's get into the review here. If you like the content that I've been putting out, want to help me keep doing it, would really appreciate if I could earn your subscription, go ahead, click that subscribe button below, and without further ado, let's get into the video. So before we get into unboxing everything that comes in the Lube Bundle, I wanted to take a look at it directly on the Glorious Gaming website. So you can see here, it is a full package with pretty much everything you need. You get the station, the puller, the opener, the brush, some g-lube, and a keycap puller as well. So that makes up the entire Lube Bundle kit. And with that as well, you get a little bit of a discount on everything, which is why it's attractive. As you can see, it was listed at $70, but actually in my cart it came out at about $56. So this actually might be a pretty good deal if you don't have any tools yet. So here we have everything in box that comes in the Lube kit. I'm going to go ahead and move some of this stuff aside so we can get into the main reason for me buying this bundle, which is the lube station itself. I always like to take a look at packaging. It is important to me when you are paying premium prices that you get a good experience from the box to what's inside. Glorious obviously digging into the gaming vibe for everything they do. You can do 36 switches at a time with this, which lines up with how they sell their switches in packs of 36 as well. That's a topic that I will leave for us to discuss another day. Overall, pulling this thing out was definitely impressed. It is well padded, well protected in there. So you can see this is the whole thing, foam all over, and then it sits nicely in there. And it is a good feeling, good looking piece of equipment for you. Comes with its own little feet on the side there that you can attach. Gives you a little height, makes it a little sturdy so the whole thing doesn't slip around while you're trying to work with it. But again, high quality, which I think people have come to expect from the Glorious brand anyway. And it looks really good. I mean, as good as you can expect from a lube station. So I'm going to go ahead and throw the feet on there. They're just little adhesive balls, but you do have the nice little area outlined for you that you're supposed to be putting them on in. And yeah, once you have those feet on, flip it over, and again, it's a nice little station that they've put together for you to use. Another piece of the kit that comes with it is g-lube. Part of the reason why I wanted to try out the whole bundle is because this is made to hold all of their tools, which I think is really nice. It makes the desk look neat and everything if you're into that sort of thing. So seemed like a good idea to try it all out. The next piece we have here is the brush. So everything has pretty good packaging. This one as well was covered in foam, which is why I had some trouble opening it. But as far as the brush goes, it's a brush. Nothing too special here. I will say the ones that I had previously actually came with these tiny brushes, so happy to have just something full size at least to use. And then again, you can see there's a nice little slot for the brush on the board as well. And we're just going to keep putting this station together with all of the pieces of the kit as we open them up. So next up is the switch opener by Glorious. Fits nicely in the whole station as well. But I'm not going to lie to you, this is where I started to get a little concerned about the quality of products. It definitely works, but I bought a cheapo kit with everything on Amazon and got a really nice heavy switch opener with it. This is just a light little piece of plastic, so if you use it in its spot there on the station where it belongs, not really a big deal, but I have come to associate some weight to stuff with quality, and it was definitely noticeable there. So the next piece we have is the switch puller, like you saw. So these are, again, another thing that might be able to grab for the same, if not a little cheaper, on Amazon or something. I think most will probably fit into the little slot on the lube station. But again, it's nice to have everything in one spot. Some people are big on brands, or if they want to keep everything color coordinated. You can see me also trying to figure out how to put this thing in, and I figured out how it kind of stands up there. Probably outlined on the website, but not something that I reviewed. I threw some tweezers in there as well that I had sitting around just to kind of complete what the layout should look like. And yeah, I mean, it definitely is looking like a pretty cool station we got there. And the final piece of the kit is the keycap puller. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up this one. The puller itself, it's got a lot of stuff that it says on the box: ergonomic design, gold-plated wire, premium construction, but that might be one too that, you know, unless you're really that interested in the matching kit, I think tons of these come with everything that you buy in the keyboard world, so probably don't need to splurge on an extra one unless you're like me and trying to get a little bit of a discount on the full kit. But there you can see it all kind of laid out in front of you with everything in its place. One thing that I noticed as well though was, for some reason, it doesn't come with any sort of stem holder, which seemed kind of necessary for me. If you're looking to get into lubing your switches, that's usually something that's recommended. So I actually bought one or two of those on the side from Amazon, but I think if Glorious really wanted to up their game for what they're providing in the kit, tweezers and a stem holder would actually be really nice, especially if they had a little spot for the stem holder on the board. So overall, I think the question comes down to is this worth your money? And you can see me here kind of fidgeting around with some of the pieces just to make sure everything works and how everything fits into place. And ultimately, I would say if you don't have any tools, there's definitely some value here. I think the station itself is really nice, but it does limit you because it's made to hold a lot of the Glorious specific tools. So if you're not using g-lube or something like that, maybe some others will fit in there, but it is clearly made for all of that. That's not a bad thing. I'm going to use this to test out, lubing. You can see these are some Glorious pandas right there as well. Again, I'm not sponsored, just curious about what's out there. So we'll be using this lube station in our upcoming video to lube these switches. But overall, I think as a bundle and you want some tools, it's worthwhile. I think it's $35 or $40 on its own. The station itself, there are possibly some cheaper options out there that you can get because you already have all of the extra pieces, but it's a nice kit. If you're kind of a brand person, it's nice to have. If you really like Glorious and you want to support them, I don't really have any complaints other than I think it's a touch expensive for what you're getting. But that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Thank you everyone for tuning in and continuing to tune in. I really appreciate the support. And again, if you like the content, please subscribe. We got a lot of Switch content, I think, coming next. just as I start comparing as many linear and tactile switches as I can. So stay tuned. We got keyboards on the way as well. Lots to come, so hit that subscribe button, and I will keep churning out content as quickly as I can. Thanks again. Take it easy, everybody.